Hey guys, I'm here with Charles Esten, and we're here to talk about his performance tomorrow, Saturday, at the Paramount Theatre in Bristol. And I'm so excited to meet you and talk with you about your experiences and the time that you've had up until this point and everything like that.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to the show. Looking forward to talking with you. We did Bristol last year, and it kind of caught me off guard how great it was. First of all, this town. My wife and I fell in love with it immediately, and then on the night, that audience, they showed up, and it was one of the most memorable shows I had last year. So I'm grateful to be back.
So what was the audience like when you were there, and what are you expecting tomorrow?
Well, first of all, you never know what to expect. That's the great thing about live performances, whether it's theater or concert. The audience is that variable that who knows the day or the week they've had, or who knows how long they've come to get here, and how ready they are to go. That's, like I said, got caught off guard last year. I've had some great audiences, but they were really special. So I'd like to think there's more of the same in store for me, but you never really know. All I can do is hold up my part and work hard on the songs with my band. They'll be coming in tomorrow, and we'll be ready to go, and I have every reason to think the audience will be too.
So tell me about the songs that you're going to be singing. I know that you have a new song that you gave out this year, so tell me about that.
Yeah, I have a single out with my friend Julia Cole called Worst Day, and that is a duet, and Julia is definitely the best part of that song. Unfortunately, she will not be able to be here with me. She's performing somewhere else, I think Wyoming maybe even. But in any event, I will be singing that song all by my lonesome. Have to sing the single. Once again, that's called Worst Day. That's streaming everywhere. But most of the show is originals by me. Maybe one or two from Nashville, probably one from the show Nashville when I did that. And then mostly a lot of the stuff I've written over the last year or two. The COVID lockdowns meant that a lot of things were not possible to do, but writing songs was still possible to do, whether it was over Zoom or on your own. So I got a lot of songs. I'm getting ready to make an album, so I like playing these songs out and getting to see what that response and that reaction is.
Awesome. So going to your music career, how did that start, and how did that work with your acting career?
What's funny, music was always first. I started off kind of as a kid, just loving music. Always had the radio and always trying to sing along. Slowly but surely, I started to write just little tiny kid songs on my own. Later, learned a little guitar, a little piano. And by the time I was in college, I was the lead singer in a band there and writing a bunch of songs for that band. And I just loved it so much. But when I stayed an extra year after I graduated, just because the band was so much fun. At that point, the rest of the band went off to be doctors and lawyers and stuff, but I thought maybe I wanted to do this performing thing. I didn't know if I wanted to be music or acting. Ended up doing acting, figuring that I would always get to do both. Like I'd run into another band, I'd meet another group of people. It doesn't always happen that way, but somehow through my acting, I always got to keep the music up. First show I ever did, I played Buddy Holly, the great rock and roll star, when I was in London. Later on Whose Line Is It Anyway, I got to sing and make up songs. And then finally, this show called Nashville came along. And of course, Nashville meant I got the absolute best of both worlds, where I got to act some of the best scenes you could imagine and sing some of the greatest songs. So that's what sort of brought it all full circle to me, and I'll always be grateful. About 6 or 7 years, even before Nashville, I was pretty much mostly only writing country music. Like somehow getting set for this thing that was about to happen that, God was whispering in my ear or something, and by the time Nashville came around, I had been writing country songs for a while. So when I went for that audition, I felt like I knew who that guy was, and I felt like I knew maybe how to play Deacon. So it was before, and it was great timing because of that.
With the difference between your acting career and your music career, is there incorporating and working with your audience and the people that support you, is there a difference in the TV world versus the music world?
Do you mean, is it different for them, or is it different for me interacting with them? What do you mean?
Different for you.
It's different for me in a bunch of different ways. I think that's why I feel so lucky to get to do both, because there's a bit of a yin and a yang. They both complete each other. The one, for instance, acting is a very collaborative venture. I go as an actor and I say lines that somebody else wrote. And I say them in a way that a director recommends I say them. And I dress what wardrobe puts me in, and somebody else edits it. So it's a whole bunch of people coming together to do this one thing. Whereas, as I told you, music, I might stop, then maybe me and another person or two other people get an idea, write the song. I come here, I know how the song goes. I have a band, yeah, but they're playing it the way I've asked them to play it. So there's this very distilled idea. I stand on a stage and out it comes. It's very singular. That's a much more direct route from my imagination and my heart to the audience's ear. And it's a more direct route in another way too, which is it's immediate.
Right.
There's a response. As an audience, I will get to know, well, they don't really care for this song, or wow, they really like this song. I'll know immediately. When we're shooting Outer Banks right now, season 3, I won't get to know for months if people enjoyed a particular scene or line or moment, one more than the other, or that really got them, or that. And even then, it's unlikely I'll be in the room with any of them, or most of them. I'll just get to hear about it on social media or other ways, but they'll come up and say something nice. But in general, I like the directness of the music. I love the other part. I love the acting and getting to do with all those people, and love waiting to find out if what we made in secret turns out to be something special. But in general, I like the immediacy of music.
Did you think that the Outer Banks season 1 was going to be as popular as it turned out to be?
I think it would be very hard to. I've been doing this a long time,
right.
And it's while you can't ever go this thing a bang on smash. I do remember sitting at the table read, which is the first time you read the script, like at a big conference table, and those younger actors, those pogues, my kook children, just watching them all interact. They were just fantastic, and their besides being great, their interactions were very real, very authentic. They were just talking like normal people and just making it happen. And so I remember coming out of there going, not only do I like this script, but that seems like real. I would want to hang around these people. So I thought it had a chance. I thought I had taken a picture of their Instagram accounts because I wanted to. They only had like 200 followers each or something. Now they got like 11 million or something. And I don't know where I did it. I thought I took that picture. Maybe I didn't. But in any event, I had a hunch that it could be. But maybe not even as big as it is. It's sort of kind of a very cool thing to have stepped right out of Nashville, by the way, where I thought I would have to wait a few years to get anything as cool as that. And this is just cool in a different way. But it happened rather quick, and I feel sort of blessed that was able to happen.
Does it feel like the same, like, oh, it's just another concert, or is it
Oh
always
man, I am not that guy.
Okay.
No. First of all, there's a couple reasons why not. First of all, I'm not that guy. I change up my concerts, so I will never even play. I don't think I've ever played the same set list twice. I shake it up. I move what songs are there, try to dial it in for what time, when it is, what's been going on, where the audience is. So that's one thing. The other thing is, because of acting, I'm not out on the road like some of these road warriors that are out there for 3-4 months, and there's a grueling aspect to it too. But third thing is, I'm a little older, so I don't take any of this for granted. I thought that music and live performances might be behind me, and it might not be a part of my life anymore. So once I got it back, it's still so exciting to me. It's just a thrill. So yeah, no, I'm never that guy where it gets boring.
What's the number one lesson